Silver clouds above the lane, wipers moving slow again. Morning traffic far away, gray reflections start to sway. Traffic lights on rainy glass, quiet buildings drifting past, coffee colors through the gray. I don't really mind today. Left turn by the Riverside, soft reflections passing by, radio low, window haze slowly floating through the day. Small signs glowing through the rain, people waiting by the train. Everything feels far away in the soft and silver gray. Maybe I like days like this, nothing loud, nothing missed, just a quiet afternoon, drifting slowly through the blue. Parking lights and silver rain, people walking under shades, escalators moving slow, warm air from the shopping floor. Tiny conversations fade somewhere in the cloudy space, holding coffee with both hands, watching rain across the glass. Bookstore lights and muted sounds, soft reflections on the ground. I can stay here for a while, without thinking, without time. Glassroof afternoon, everything moves softly, road lines shining, blue sky fading gently. Glassroof afternoon, no rush in the city, just a quiet little drive and rainy air around me. Soft gray afternoon, windows full of water, slowly passing through silver cloudy weather. Backseat covered by my coat, small bags resting by the door, engine humming quietly like it's keeping time for me. Cloudy river, silver rails, raindrops sliding without trails. Maybe I'll stay out a while, maybe drive another mile. Side streets fading into rain, signals changing once again. Nothing special left to do still, I like this quiet mood. Only silver skies today, only clouds along the way, wipers drawing little waves on the glass above the lane. Glassroof afternoon, everything feels slower, soft reflections bloom under silver weather. Glassroof afternoon, floating through the gray light, just a peaceful little drive through a rainy daytime. Glassroof afternoon, city sounds behind me, coffee warmth and cloudy roads, moving slowly, softly. Wipers moving one more time, silver clouds and faded signs, quiet roads and gentle rain. Maybe I'll come back again. Slow exit route, clouds across the windshield. Silver afternoon, everything feels distant. Slow exit route, traffic moving softly. Maybe I don't need anywhere important. Long curves over quiet roads, water shining under signs, gray buildings beside the rail, fading slowly out of sight. Coffee cup beside my hand, heater warming up the air, people passing one by one under clear umbrellas. Small conversations drift away through the station parking lane. Nothing really happening still, I wanna stay awake. Side mirrors full of rain, soft lights in every lane. Service area up ahead, white lines glowing pale blue, rows of cars beneath the clouds. Everything feels half asleep, walking slowly through the shops, warm lights on the upper floor, looking out through foggy glass, watching silver roads below, paper bags and quiet shoes, muted colors in the rain, tiny music from somewhere, floating softly through the space. Slow exit route, silver skies above me, road lights blur into little rainy circles. Slow exit road, city sounds behind me, only wipers keeping time in the cloudy daytime. Inside the quiet car, raindrops sliding near the door, engine humming low again like a soft familiar song, rivers moving next to rails, gray reflections underneath. Maybe I'll drive around a while under cloudy afternoon skies. Traffic signals change to green, wet asphalt and silver streams, nothing waiting up ahead. Still I keep the window view. Slow breathing, soft heater, cloudy ceiling, quiet driver. Slow exit route, everything feels slower, soft reflections bloom across the rainy highway. Slow exit route, floating through the gray like coffee, warmth and silver, clouds drifting all around me. Slow exit route, no rush in the daytime, just another rainy drive somewhere out beyond town. Taillights fading through the rain, wipers moving once again, silver roads and cloudy skies slowly disappearing. Gray sky, slow lane, soft lights, rain stains. Gray sky, slow lane, drifting through the afternoon. Long bridges over silver water, cloud reflections underneath, windshield covered by soft rain. Everything moves quietly, highway signs and distant buildings fading in the cloudy white, cars beside me moving slowly like they're half asleep today. Warm drink near the dashboard, lights, leaves covering both my hands, river flowing next to me, same speed as the traffic lines. Nothing loud today, nothing far away. Small cafe beside the road, foggy windows glowing warm, parking spaces filled with slower, everything feels weightless now underneath the rainy clouds. Riverside Slowlane, cloudy water shining, soft reflections wave beside the empty highway. Riverside Slowlane, silver sky above me, only rainy light and quiet roads around me. Riverside Slowlane, floating through the daytime, coffee warmth and cloudy air, following the river back into the moving rain. Signal lights across the bridge, engine humming softly low like a calm familiar voice. Wet guardrails and silver trees, passing one by one again. Maybe I'll just keep this road till the evening starts to fall. Side mirrors full of cloudy light, raindrops stretching into lines. Everything feels far away in the quiet afternoon. Gray sky, slow lane, soft lights, rain stains, river moving next to me, slowly fading out of view. I could stay here for a while. Rain across the parking roof, soft shoes on the upper floor, silver handrails, cloudy glass, people drifting past me slow, book pages and coffee steam, muted colors near the lights. Outside all the roads are gray, like the middle of the day. Stop moving, tiny drops along the rails, cars below and fading lines. I can barely hear the street through the quiet air inside. Slow elevators, warm cloudy air. Window seats beside the rain, someone drawing on the fog. Traffic flowing far away like a soft and distant song. Paper cups and folded coats, shopping bags beside the chair. Nothing special going on, still it feels so nice in here. Maybe it's the silver sky, maybe it's the slower time, maybe rainy afternoons always calm my mind a little. Cloudy upper floor, everything feels softer. Gray light through the glass, floating all around us. Outside the drizzle falls, cold air brushing through my hair, wipers waiting in the lot, tiny rivers near my shoes. Engine starts so quietly, dashboard glowing pale blue, pulling slowly from the space into silver afternoon. Road signs fading through the mist, clouds hanging low again. Maybe I'll stay out tonight, maybe keep on driving slowly. Only cloudy skies, only silver roads, only quiet lights following me home. Cloudy upper floor, rain across the window, soft reflections move under faded street signs. Cloudy upper floor, coffee warmth behind me, slowly driving through little rainy highways. floors and window frames slowly disappear again. Not leaving yet. Maybe in a minute. Rain sliding down the rooftop, silver lines across the glass. Engine softly humming low, while the afternoon stands still. Upper parking empty now, only scattered cloudy lights. Gray concrete and silver rails, quiet footsteps far away. Phone screen fading in my hand, coffee slowly losing heat. Wipers resting for a while, everything feels half asleep. Tiny raindrops moving down across blurred building signs. Nothing waiting anywhere, still I stay a little longer. Parking rain, silence, soft air all around me. Cloudy day, breathing slow through the window glass. People passing near the cars, umbrellas drifting one by one. Elevator doors open, then the quiet comes again. Warm lights through the upper floor, reflecting on the wet cement. Silver ceiling, pale blue signs, floating in the rainy haze. Maybe I just like this place more than where I plan to go. Rainy afternoons like this always make the world feel slower. No music loud enough to break this gentle feeling. Only distant traffic waves beyond the cloudy parking roof. Parking rain, silence, everything feels softer. Silver afternoon, resting on the windows. Parking rain, silence, clouds above the rooftop. Quiet rainy light covering the city. Parking rain, silence, no need to go anywhere. Just the engine humming low in the fading daytime. Raindrops stretching into streams, taillights glowing far below. Heater warming up the air, sleeves pulled over both my hands. Maybe I'll start driving soon, maybe I'll stay parked a while, watching silver roads beneath quiet clouds and moving rain. Not leaving yet. Maybe in a minute. Rain sliding down the rooftop, slowly disappearing. Maybe I'll stop here for a while. White gray walkways near the river, rain collecting by the rails. Glass buildings under clouds, soft reflections everywhere. People moving quietly, umbrellas drifting slow, wind brushing through my sleeves, cold but kind somehow. Cars waiting at the crossing, water sliding down the signs. Everything feels softer in the cloudy afternoon. Silver walkway rain floating through the daytime, clouds above the river line, moving slowly with me. tables by the glass, someone reading quietly near the rainy boulevard. Escalators humming low, muted footsteps on the floor. Outside all the road shines silver under layers of soft clouds. Maybe rainy days like this always make the city gentler. Nothing loud or rushing, only quiet movement everywhere. Slow river, gray skyline, soft traffic, cloudy light. Back beside the riverside, parking lines and cloudy rails, wipers drawing little waves across the silver windshield. Bridges fading through the mist, tall glass towers washed in gray. Maybe I'll keep driving slow through the rainy afternoon. Tiny drops across the mirror, traffic flowing quietly. Everything feels weightless under cloudy daytime skies. Silver walkway rain, soft reflections drifting rain across the boulevard. Clouds above the river, silver walkway rain. Everything feels calmer, quiet, rainy roads and pale silver daylight. Silver walkway rain floating through the city. Coffee, warmth and cloudy air following beside me. Maybe I'll stay out a little longer under silver rainy skies. Clouds hanging low today over wide suburban roads. Water drifting down the glass, softly bending all the signs. Large windows beside the lane, muted lights behind the rain. Cars arriving quietly, then disappearing into gray. Sleeves covering both my hands, warm air floating through the car. Nothing really on my mind, only silver afternoon. Long roads by the shopping blocks, wet trees near the parking lines. Traffic moving calmly now, like the whole day slowed itself. Tiny cafes near the bridge, foggy windows glowing pale. People sitting silently, watching cloudy streets below. Maybe rainy weekdays always feel a little softer when the roads are half asleep under silver skies like this. Passing signals, passing rooftops, passing cloudy river lines. Everything keeps drifting slowly outside the window view. Wipers drawing little waves across faded building lights. Side mirrors reflecting rain, stretching into silver lines. Highway ramps and quiet stores, soft gray walls and upper floors. Maybe I don't need to stop, maybe I just like the drive. Engine humming on reflections move across the wet horizon. Silver roadside clouds, everything feels weightless. Quiet rainy roads and silver afternoon light. Silver roadside clouds drifting through the city edge. No rush anywhere, only moving slowly. Clouds hanging low again over distant parking lights. Wet glass and soft clouds, quiet roads, gray light. Wide windows near the avenue, rain drifting down in silver lines, cars reflected underneath, stretching through the cloudy streets. Traffic moving far away, muted underneath the rain. Everything feels slower now, like the whole city softened. Warm drink resting near the seat, sleeves covering both my hands. Wipers drawing little waves across pale suburban signs. Nothing rushing, nothing loud, only cloudy daylight now. Glass rooftops and silver rails, people walking quietly, escalators humming low inside the rainy building. Soft footsteps along the floor, coffee steam beside the glass. Someone staring at the rain without saying anything. Maybe I just like the way rainy days erase the noise, turning every road and wall into soft gray watercolor. Soft glass boulevard, clouds across the skyline, quiet rainy roads floating through the daytime. Back outside the cloudy air, cold rain brushing through my sleeves. Parking lights beneath the mist, blinking softly through the gray. Engine starting quietly, dashboard glowing pale blue, pulling slowly through the rain without anywhere important. Silver bridges far ahead, river flowing near the lane. Everything keeps drifting slow underneath the cloudy sky. Soft glass boulevard, everything feels weightless. Silver rainy light covering the wide roads. Soft glass boulevard, cloud reflections moving, coffee warmth in cloudy skies following beside me. Soft glass boulevard, quiet daytime drifting, only wipers keeping time through the rainy city. Wet glass, soft clouds, quiet roads, gray light. Rain resting on the roads, soft gray houses passing slow. Tiny rivers near the curb, cloud reflections on the street. Signals changing pale green, wet trees moving in the wind. Everything feels quieter under cloudy daytime skies. Maybe rainy afternoons always move so softly. Silver clouds above the reflected in the rain, stretching into silver lines, engine humming quietly underneath the cloudy sky. Nothing special left to do, still I keep on driving slow. Silver clouds above me, soft reflections below me. Everything between them feels so far away now. Cloudy side streets, everything feels softer. Gray suburban roads floating through the rainfall. Cloudy side streets, slowly drifting onward. Only cloudy skies and quiet roads beside me. Cloudy side streets, silver daytime flowing, wipers moving gently through the rainy city. Rain resting on the roads, cloud reflections fade away. Clouds above the avenue, rain sliding across the glass, soft reflections near the rails. Everything moves quietly, traffic flowing underneath silver roads beside the bridge. People walking slowly by under muted cloudy skies. Gray avenue drifting, soft cloudy motion. Rainy daytime floating outside the window. Large storefronts fading past, foggy windows glowing pale. Coffee warmth inside the car, sleeves pulled over both my hands. Wipers moving side to side like a slow familiar rhythm. Nothing waiting up ahead, still I keep on driving softly. Maybe rainy afternoons always feel this weightless, turning every road and sign into quiet silver colors. Slow traffic, gray rooftops, soft river, cloudy sky. Narrow streets beyond the bridge, wet trees near the parking lines, glass reflections stretching long across the rainy pavement. Engine humming underneath, warm air drifting through the seats. Everything feels far away in the cloudy afternoon. Tiny drops across the mirror, signals glowing pale green. Roads continuing ahead without asking anything. Gray avenue drifting, everything feels softer. Silver rainy light across the moving highways. Gray avenue drifting, cloud reflections flowing silver daytime. Clouds above the avenue, rain fading across the glass. Wet roads under cloudy rails, silver signs above the lane, cars drifting quietly through the rainy interchange. White glass walls beside the road, soft reflections stretching long, traffic moving far below like a slow familiar rhythm. Warm air floating through the car, coffee resting near my hand. Everything feels weightless in the cloudy afternoon. Gray sky, soft roads, rain sliding past the windows. Bridges crossing over rivers, water shining pale below, muted buildings in the mist, fading into silver white, parking roofs and upper floors, large windows beside the lane, people moving quietly under cloudy daytime light. Maybe rainy drives like this never really need direction, only roads and drifting clouds moving softly through the city. Signals glowing pale green, wipers tracing little waves, engine humming quietly underneath the rainy sky. Roads continuing ahead, curving through the silver haze, nothing waiting anywhere, still I keep on driving slow. Cloud reflections on the rails, tall glass towers washed in gray. Everything keeps flowing softly through the rainy daytime. Silver interchange flow, cloud reflections moving, quiet rainy roads across the wide overpasses. Silver interchange flow, everything feels gentler, coffee warmth and cloudy skies floating all around me. Silver interchange flow, slow daytime drifting, only wipers keeping time through the rainy city. Wet roads under cloudy rails, still raining softly. Wide roads under cloudy rails, water drifting near the lane, concrete walls and silver signs, passing slowly side by side. River moving far below, traffic humming quietly. Everything feels far away in the pale gray afternoon. Warm air floating through the car, sleeves pulled over both my hands. cloudy bridges and soft reflections, quiet movement, rainy daytime. Tall buildings fade behind, open roads begin to stretch, muted colors on the walls blending into raining white. Tiny drops across the mirror, signals glowing pale green. Nothing really pulling me anywhere beyond this drive. Maybe rainy afternoons always feel this gentle light. The whole world slows itself underneath the silver clouds. Roads curving near the river, wet guardrails beside the lane, cars reflected in the rain, stretching softly underneath, engine humming low again like a unfamiliar sound. Everything keeps drifting slow through the cloudy daytime air. Under gray overpasses, silver roads keep flowing, quiet rainy light across the moving river. Under gray overpasses, everything feels softer, cloud reflections drifting through the rainy daytime. Under gray overpasses, slowly floating onward, only white bursts moving now beside the cloudy highways. Still raining softly. Soft rain on the windows. White glass buildings by the road, cloud reflections stretching long, people drifting quietly under silver rainy skies. Traffic signals glowing pale, water sliding down the rails. Everything feels soft today, like the city slowed itself. Rainy glass district, cloudy daytime, moving soft reflections flow across the boulevard. Parking roofs and silver signs, muted shops behind the glass, coffee warmth beside my hands, wipers tracing little waves, escalators humming low, tiny footsteps far away, nothing really happening, still I like this atmosphere. Maybe rainy afternoons always make the world feel gentler, turning roads and empty space into soft gray watercolor. Slow bridges near the river, wet guardrails beside the lane, cars reflected underneath, stretching through the rainy white, engine humming quietly, warm air floating through the seats. Maybe I'll keep driving slow without thinking where to go. Clouds hanging above the road, glass towers fading pale, everything keeps drifting softly through the cloudy daytime. Rainy glass district, everything feels lighter, silver rainy light across the moving highways. Rainy glass district, district, cloud reflections floating, coffee warmth in cloudy skies, following beside me. Rainy glass district, quiet daytime drifting, only wipers keeping time through the rainy city. Soft rain on the windows, clouds moving slowly. Gray water, soft lanes, cloud reflections, day rain. Wide rivers beside the road, guardrails washed in silver light, traffic moving quietly under layers of pale clouds, wipers drawing little lines across the drifting windshield. Everything feels far away in the rainy daytime air. Coffee warmth beside the seat, sleeves covering both my hands, engine humming softly low, like a slow familiar wave. Nothing rushing now, only cloudy motion. Long bridges above the water, glass buildings fading pale, muted roads and parking roofs blending into rainy gray. People walking under umbrellas, tiny shapes beyond the glass. Soft reflections on the rails, stretching underneath the clouds. Maybe I could drive like this without needing any reason. Only silver roads and rain floating through the afternoon. Signals glowing pale green, road signs blurred by cloudy mist, river flowing next to me at the same unhurried speed. Everything keeps drifting softly, white roads under silver skies, nothing pulling me ahead. Still I stay inside this moment. Cloudline driftways, quiet rainy highways, soft reflections move beside the cloudy rivers. Cloudline driftways, everything feels weightless, coffee warmth and silver rain floating all around me. Cloudline driftways, slow daytime motion, only wipers keeping time through the rainy city. Gray water, soft lanes, cloud reflections, day rain. White roads washed in silver rain, soft reflections near the rails, glass buildings fading pale under cloudy daytime skies, traffic flowing quietly, river drifting next to me. Everything feels weightless in the rainy afternoon, warm air floating through the car, coffee Bridges stretching through the mist, road signs blurred by silver rain, engine humming underneath, keeping steady through the drive. Gray reflections on the lane, soft reverse beside the guardrails. Maybe I'll stay out a while underneath the cloudy sky. Nothing waiting far ahead, nothing pulling me away. Only rainy roads and clouds floating through the daytime. Soft rain continues across the silver highways. Cloud reflections move beside the quiet river. Soft rain continues, everything feels gentle. Coffee warmth and cloudy skies following around me. Soft rain continues, floating through the daytime. Only wipers keeping time through the rainy city. Clouds still moving slowly, rain across the glass.